This is what we're making today. Hello everyone and welcome to Crafting with Delonda. It's me again, Delonda, and thank you so much for joining me today. In today's tutorial, I am revisiting one of my older templates that I never made a tutorial for. So we're gonna just go through that. Now this tutorial is all about how to cut and brush in this template right here. It's not about any other template, just specifically this one. This is SS6, so get your mind wrapped around that. If you find this helpful, please remember to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the bell for notifications because I do upload new content every single week. Now, without further ado, let's get started. Now we're jumping right into the file. When you download the file, you'll notice that there are 4 templates included. There's a large, a small, and a medium file, and then the title and scripture are separate. I'm going to use the medium size, and I'm going to make a note of the size of the template. This one is 10.688 by 10.051. This is the medium size. I'm also going to add the scripture to my shirt. That part is completely optional, but whatever size you decide to use, write the sizes down so that once you get to Cricut Design Space, you'll know what to type into the size box. Okay, so you can see right here, I am adding the size that I have written down. The width is 10.688 by a height of 10.051. You may need to unlock the proportions to add in the correct sizes. Again, if you are going to add the scripture, make sure you have the correct size for the width and height. I suggest cutting the top portion of the template all together. So if you go over to the layers panel or if you select the top portion, you can attach it so that it's all one color and is easier to work with and easier to manage. You're not going to have to worry about trying to line up the pieces of the cube. All right, we're at the prepare screen. So I have my first layer and the second layer. I will get these cut out. I typically use heavy cardstock with more pressure. I'm going to try that this time and see if it works. I typically cut my flock with the backing on. I'm going to insert the mat into the machine and connect a couple of times. And even though you'll see me starting with purple flock here, my Cricut did shut down in the middle of the cut. So I ended up using a brand new piece of flock to get the job done. And yes, I was a bit frustrated, but you know, I don't like to quit. So here is the blue flock, and you'll see that it did cut quite nicely. I'm sure the purple flock would have cut nicely if it would have finished, but that is neither here nor there. So now I'm adding the flock to the cutting mat, and I'm just going to line it up the best I can. And once I have it all lined up, I'll start to slowly brush in the rhinestones. So pay attention to the colors if you are interested in making yours exactly like mine. I'm using all SS6 rhinestones, and the first color I'm going to use is Icy Apricot. And I'm just going to use that for the top portion and then for gentleness and goodness. And then for the next portion, I'll use the second color. I'm not going to tape it down. I think I can do a good enough job of just pouring in and brushing slowly and just being a little bit careful about where I brush in. If any of the rhinestones go into the areas that I don't want them to go in, I'll just use my wax pen to pick them up. Now, it looks like I'm brushing fast because this video is a little bit sped up, but if you are just working with rhinestones for the first time, take your time, keep brushing until all of the rhinestones are face up. So So what you see me doing right here is using the tip of the wax pen to pick up rhinestones that I don't want in those words at the top. And I'm just carefully brushing over the template with my finger to make sure there are no additional rhinestones. Even though I can see one right there next to the O in joy, I'll make sure it's removed before I press my template. Okay, I'm going to continue with this color, brushing in gentleness and goodness. Same process. Keep brushing until all the rhinestones are face up. The next color I'm using is Icy Penny, and I'm going to brush that in for faithfulness, patience, self-control, and kindness. Load it down a little bit so you can see what I'm doing right here. Just brushing slowly until all the rhinestones are face up. You can see, if you look carefully, you can see where there are open spaces that need to be brushed in. So I'm paying attention to the S. Look at that sparkle. Look at that sparkle in the E and the L. It looks good already. Okay, I'm continuing with that color, brushing in faithfulness and patience. And once I finish this, I'll clean these rhinestones up and move on to the third color. Bottom of the template, I'm going back to Icy Apricot, and I wasn't sure about this color. Leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think about my color choices, because I was second guessing myself right here. That's why it's like slow. The video is going slow. I'm really double just like second guessing myself right here. So I'm going to brush in Icy Apricot for the top, and then for the scripture I'm going to use a different color, and I was kind of iffy about it, but I do think it turned out really nice. This is the color that I'm I was super hesitant about, but I decided to go with it. This is Icy Honey, and I only use this for the bottom portion of the template, the scripture. And if I had to do this all over again, I might not have used this color. I may have just stuck with Icy Apricot and Icy Penny, because I think they were doing a good enough job on their own. But I would love to hear your opinions about it. Do you think this color adds to it? Let me know after you see the whole thing. If you are purchasing rhinestones from the same place that I purchased mine, you'll notice on the container it suggests 350 degrees for 12 seconds. I like to use 350 degrees for 20 seconds. I suggest that you use your own discretion, but start definitely with the minimum of 350 degrees for 12 seconds. I am using firm pressure right here, and once it opens up, we will go over to the table so I can peel it and reveal it, and we can see how gorgeous it is. All right, we are at the moment of truth, which is the peel and reveal. And I just have to say that, you know, SS6, while the rhinestones are small, they do have a maximum payoff when you see just how gorgeous they are. I love, 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 especially love the top of the template. I am not so sure about the color that I use at the bottom, but I cannot wait to hear your opinions about it. This template is available in my Etsy shop. It's only in SS6. Hopefully you did find this helpful. If you did, please remember to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the bell for notifications because I do upload new content every single week. Thank you so much for joining me today, and thanks for watching.